moving on into some an interesting headline that actually came out after last week's show, and that is that WWE is exploring legal gambling in Colorado and Michigan. They are currently trying to get the Chicago, Colorado, and Michigan legislators on board so that people can gamble on scripted matches. According to CNBC, WWE is currently working with EY, commonly known as Ernest and Young, to secure match results so they won't leak to the public. Um, some interesting notes that CNBC also reported that WWE creative executives don't plan to inform wrestlers who will win until hours before a match. WWE aims to have major sports betting companies offer bets on high profile matches. Also, for context, people bet on the Golden Globes, people bet on the Emmys, people bet on things that kind of have winners that are kind of predetermined before the time or date of the event. So,
That's
with
so
all that in
weird.
mind, it is very weird. But with all that in mind, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on WWE getting into the gambling world with all these things considered?
Wow, like I didn't even know that would. I would never have thought about that concept a day in my life. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think it's weird to us because like we're WWE marks and we know the formula by now.
Mm-hmm.
So to them, it's like, why would you gamble on something that's so obvious?
Right.
Like, who's the audience that you're going for? So
Right.
they're going towards outsiders, not us. They're going towards outsiders
I guess you
for
could say
them
they're
to
going towards
gamble.
outsiders. Yeah.
Cause that makes more sense
Right.
because they wouldn't know. We know before we look. We know when we look at the card who's gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I find it weird.
Right. Oh yeah.
My brain can't wrap around that. So it's just like if you're trying to like really make money off of it, yeah, if you're going towards outsiders that are just chiming in because they're like, oh, WWE's hopping in on this, that makes sense to me. Okay, like it's a weird concept, but I'm like, all right, I could kind of see like the business vision of it, but like towards
Mm-hmm.
us, like again, it's
That's
it's
an
a
easy
little
way to make
it's
a million.
silly. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll quit my job right now.
Right.
You feel me? What do you think?
I think that it's great. I think that it continues to solidify WWE as an entertainment name as well as a sports name, because this is a norm in the entertainment world. If people are currently gambling on the Golden Globes and other award shows, then they should be able to gamble for WWE matches. I mean, predetermined or not, I feel like this integrates WWE into the broader spectrum of entertainment,
Right.
gets them into a marketplace that they probably traditionally haven't been. At first it was just weird though, because I'm thinking I've always been seeing these, things for DraftKings, and like DraftKings, and obviously AEW has a sponsorship or a partnership with them. WWE, they do that stuff too. So I figured that like it's already happening, but I guess it's not in some states, or I guess it's not in some places, but we'll see what happens. But I'm actually
Right.
really, really excited about this. I think that this is less about the money that people can win, and it's more about the concept of WWE uh, being seen as as a legitimate entertainment and sports commodity that can stand alongside other entertainment and sports commodities. Because when you think of basketball, when you think of football, when you think of hockey, it's like those are the real sports. When you think of the Golden Globes and the Grammys and the VMAs, it's like, oh, that's real entertainment. But when you think of wrestling, it's just considered just wrestling. But I feel
It's
like
like
this,
the E gets bigger on the WW, like
right,
E, like a giant ass capital E
big
as the
old
years
E,
goes on.
the triple
Yeah.
E,
Yeah.
right. But I think that this is a move to help solidify them, stand next to their competitors, if you will. So I think this is a good move. I think this is nice. I'm
It's
gonna.
interesting.
It is very, very interesting. I would be interested in possibly gambling, because listen, that'd be a good way to make a nice couple $1,000,000. All right,
Word, word.
like get up out of here and get me a house. But anywho, want to know your opinions on this, as far as your thoughts on WWE getting into legalized gambling in Colorado, Michigan, and I believe Iowa is another one of those states. Now, I did want to circle back to